I turned my microphone on, so we're going to give this a try. It's the first time using this microphone the correct way. Today we are going to take a look at the Taurus Tracker 44 Magnum. Now this firearm is unloaded, so we're just going to get right into it. I wrote everything down so I don't sound like a babbling idiot. This is a 5-round 44 Magnum. It's on a medium small frame. The frame, everything, it is made of steel, so it's a strong little revolver. It does have the transfer bar safety mechanism. I do like that on modern revolvers. This has a 4-inch barrel, but the end here has an expansion chamber and it's ported, so really your rifling stops about right here. So probably about a 3.5-inch actual barrel, but they call it a 4-inch. The weight is supposed to be 34 ounces. That's what it's listed at, but on my scale, it was 35 ounces. It has an adjustable rear sight and a ramp front sight. Now, we'll go over real quick the things I like about this gun. It is a big bore, smaller revolver. This is a great gun to pack for any outdoor activity where you might encounter some dangerous, animal of some sort. But at the same time, this is the 1911 Commander 9mm from Taurus. And it's actually a few ounces heavier than the 44 Magnum. Now, yes, you are giving up some capacity, but if 5 rounds of 44 Magnum won't get you out of what you have gotten into, then you just make some really bad damn decisions. The recoil on this thing, for it to be light and a smaller revolver, is not bad at all. And like I said, again, I do like that it's steel. Now, the scandium alloy frame stuff from Smith & Wesson, it's really nice and light, but the 44 Magnum, the 329, it's just painful to shoot. I do like this grip. This is a very, very comfortable grip. I've got smallish hands, and, as you can tell, a couple of my fingers are pretty jacked, but I can really get a good purchase on this grip. Now, this is a double action, single action. Most of you all are going to know what that means right off the bat. For those that don't, double action means the trigger does two things. It cocks and releases the hammer. You can fire this single action and cock the hammer for a really light trigger pull, but most self-defense, if you're firing fast, you're just going to use that double action. You're going to pull the trigger, and it's going to take care of everything else. Now, there's only a couple things I don't like, so I'll go over them real quick, and I wrote everything down, like I said. Every now and then, and if I watch myself, it doesn't do it, but I get way too much of my trigger finger in there, and it'll pinch whenever I draw it all the way back. That's a me issue, not a gun issue. One of the cons is, it's a 5-round. A lot of people want 6 rounds. In a gun that I think, like this and what it's made for, I think 5 rounds is plenty. And finally, the, elephant in the room, Taurus quality control. Now, this one, I have not shot it much. I shot it this evening, and it did fine. It did excellent, as a matter of fact. But Taurus has had some issues in the past with the revolvers. But their G series, the G3C, the G3, the GX4, those have been really solid. So, maybe they've stepped it up. I don't know. Now, is this as cool as my Desert Eagle? No, absolutely not. It's also not going to cost as much as this Desert Eagle. This Desert Eagle is super cool. I'm not taking anything away from the Desert Eagle. And if somebody had you draw a gun when you were 8 and you drew the most just obnoxious gun, it would be like this, and you would love it, and you would still love it today. But as much as I like this gun, the Desert Eagle has to have a full house 44 Magnum load to function. It's a gas operated semi-auto. A lot of the ammo that we've been shooting is not at the advertised velocities. They're well below it. Like, you know, one was 1,310 feet per second. Over the chrono, it barely hit 11. Some of them didn't hit 11. So you're never going to have that problem with a revolver like this. You put 5 rounds in, and it's going to spit 5 rounds out. Now, this is a utilitarian revolver. I'm going to get another revolver that's really nice, and we'll compare the differences. This is my Smith & Wesson 586 with a 6-inch barrel, and it is a beautiful revolver. Probably the prettiest revolver. I think it's actually prettier than the Pythons, but I think a lot of that just has to do with the grain and the grips, and I like blued guns. But I hardly ever shoot this gun. Why? Because I don't want to scratch it up. I don't want it to get a cylinder ring. I just worried to pieces to carry it in the woods and scar it up or mar it up. I would take this gun rock climbing because I wouldn't care. This gun costs twice as much as this gun here. This is a working handgun. This is a tool. It would be a hammer and a holster. It's not beautiful. It's functional. Get a phone call. We're going to ignore that. But like I said, you know, this revolver right here, it's a baby, safe queen, whatever you want to call it. I do shoot it. I run a lot of 38 specials through it, which brings me to my next point. Any 44 Magnum load will fire through this. Any 44 special load will fire through this also. And that is a big plus for concealed carry and stuff like that. Or if you're going to load it up for around the house and your wife or your better half, whatever, husband, whoever, is going to use it for self-defense, home protection, 44 special will get the job done. And as bad as I hate to say it, because this gun doesn't have the soul of the old Charter Arms Bulldog, this is a better gun than the Charter Arms Bulldog. Anyway, put in the comments if you want to just see a video of this being shot, and shot a bunch, because I've got a lot of weak 44 Magnum that won't run in my Desert Eagle, so I can shoot the crap out of these. I would also like to thank Absolute Arms in Cape Girardeau, Missouri for making me a really good deal on this. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Anyway, like and subscribe. And if you want to see this gun shot a lot, put in the comments. If I get enough interest in it, then we'll just do a video of shooting a couple boxes of ammo through it. Thanks for watching.